right, we're here at Lost Horizons backstage, and Scratch Cafe is going on at the other room, and we've got Blakey as our guest here. Hi. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah. I'm good. I love Scratch Cafe. I don't know if there's a single other event in the country like this, and I'm glad it exists.
Definitely, yeah. It's a good monthly get-together for DJs. How did you get started with the scratching and DJing?
So I got into it in secondary school. I was about 13, I think. Pretty young. It was at a time when if you had turntables at school, you were like immediately cool.
Yeah.
Straight away.
You get off with any girl.
Not in my experience. But I didn't have any, but I had friends that had some. I'm from a place in southwest London called Twickenham, which is like half affluent, half not. So I went to school with a lot of kids who were frankly rich kids, and they had Technics 1210s. And I didn't have any decks. And I used to go round, sorry, there's a dog here that I'm stroking.
That's Miles.
So I used to go around my friends' houses and they had Technics 1210s. And I used to spend more time using them than the kids who owned them. I was in love with them. I just fell in love with using turntables. And I think because I had to wait a long time to get them, I really appreciated them when I got them. And I got some really cheap, they were called Newmark Blue Dog belt drive turntables. It actually came in a DJ in a box package. Two really cheap turntables. I think they were probably the cheapest you could possibly get at the time. With a really cheap mixer.
Newmark budget range.
Yeah. But I loved them. I fell in love with them, and I back then it was UK garage was the thing. Either UK garage or like jungle drum and bass. I was very much a chav, so I was well into UK garage. And that's how I started. I started mixing UK garage records on 2 belt drive turntables. And just Sorry, let me get a quick photo of this little guy.
He won't know. As soon as you pull the phone out, he's gone.
And I just fell in love with using decks, just using turntables. And then, so I had those until I was I might have been 12 actually when I first got them. So 12 until about 14 or 15. And I got rid of those decks, and my mum very kindly somehow bought me one Technics 1200 for Christmas. And I kept one 1210, one 1200, and that crappy mixer, and just learned transformers.
So the mixer that come with the package,
so I kept that.
With the lights.
Yes.
I know the one.
That's right. It was awful.
Terrible.
Really bad. But then I only had one deck. So I obviously couldn't mix anymore, and that's when I got into scratching. So I started practicing like transformers and chirps.
Where did you see that though?
The scratching? Good question. So I actually missed this part of the story. There used to be a magazine that was owned by DMC, and it was called 7, just the number 7. And I remember walking into a shop and seeing a copy of that magazine. It was the first episode of that magazine. And it came with a VHS tape, which was like a highlight reel of DMC moments. So it was like, it started in like 85 and it was just highlights of every year up until 98 was the last one. So I must have got that in 99. So I would have been 14. So it came out in 99. I got it when I was 14. Just fell in love with it. I was like, what? I knew this is what I want to do, which is quite strange and quite lucky, really, to find something when you're 14 where you go, that's what I want to do. So I feel quite lucky for that. And I just studied this tape. And there were a couple, this was the very, very early days of online, and there were a couple of resources. I think one was, actually this was probably before As Is Phonics, but there were a few things online that taught you, that sort of explained what a transformer was. But I think it was even before that. And there were some things that just text websites that explained what certain scratches were.
There was a crew, and I can't remember who they were. They had one before As Is Phonics.
Right.
I know what you mean, but I can't remember who they were.
There was ScratchCon, although that was after, wasn't it? But we're going way back, aren't we?
Well, ScratchCon and then SnatchCon.
Yes.
And then when SnatchCon got shut down, I set up SOS, Son of Snig.
Yeah, I remember. I was you.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
Okay.
I used to use that. Yeah.
And then that turned into Digital Vertigo.
Yeah. What year are we talking here? 2001?
2000. Well, I'd say SnatchCon was big in 2001. I think it probably. I think it probably got shut down 2002 or 3, and then I set up SOS.
Yeah, I remember it. I used it a lot.
Okay.
And then that turned into Digital Vertigo because I got moderators involved.
Yeah.
And then D Swift. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
They all got involved, and then it changed into that.
Okay.
And then I can't remember the other guy. There was another guy from up north anyway. I pissed him off, and then I got bumped out my own forum.
Okay.
Like Steve Jobs being ousted from Apple.
Yeah, totally. I would have been Steve Jobs if it wasn't for that scratch.
D-Styles was unreal, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I never met the guy. I used to speak to him a bit on MSN
Swift.
Messenger. Yeah.
He learned to scratch. You know Matt, who picked up today?
Yeah.
He taught him how to scratch.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
D Swift never scratched, but he used to play guitar.
Wow. Yeah, I remember talking to him a bit. Never met him, and I used to listen to his scratches. He did one. Yes, that's it.
Ridiculous.
I listened to that 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So after when he released that, Brett reached out to him, asked him to be involved with Scratch Pickles.
Right.
Craze reached out to him and asked him to be involved with what were they called?
Allies.
Yeah. I mean, and he's obviously just not on it at all.
He was sort of.
He's a guitarist. So
he wasn't
DJ.
really.
Yeah.
He didn't sort of fully commit to the scene, did he?
100%.
Because he was a guitarist. Yeah. Anyway, where were we? So I bought that VHS tape and then just became obsessed, utterly obsessed. And then after that, I went out and bought all the DMC videos. 98, and then 99 happened. Got that, and I've never been more obsessed than I was then, and I just dedicated everything to it. All of my time, all of my spare time, just practice. I remember I did my first DJ battle at the end of 2000. I was 15 and I was whack.
Okay.
I was awful.
The level was high in 2000 as well.
Well, it wasn't a DMC battle. It was this small hip hop event down on the south coast in Chichester called All Elements.
Right.
They had breaking battles, rap battles, DJ battles, and beatbox battles. And I went down there, and that was when I first met. Do you remember DJ Woos? Woos. So Woos was in the 2000 UK final. His name's Joe, and he went on to be Sigma, the drum and bass group.
Right, okay.
Amazing scratch DJ.
No way.
So good. And he was there. And there was another guy there who was in the same crew called Enema, DJ Enema. One of the best scratchers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do it anymore. But when you enter a battle like that and you're crap, you some people will either be like, I'm never doing that again, that was humiliating,
Or you get
or you're just like, I know I can do better. And that was how I felt. I was like, okay, I was rubbish, but I've only been doing this for like 6 months, like making routines. I've been DJing for a few years, but it made me go, okay, right, if I keep going with the same level of dedication, I'll be all right. And that's what I did. And then about 6 months later, I entered my first DMC battle. Still wasn't great, but I got through to the final of the London Heat.
When was that?
2001. I was still 15. Yeah, 2001. Quest was in it. He came second. He came second. Although I was speaking to him about this the other day, and he said, no, I didn't. I definitely didn't. And he did. He definitely did. I'm certain. Because Tiger Star, the reason he said he didn't is because Tiger Star came third, and he was like, no way, I didn't beat Tiger Star, but he did. I was there. I was actually, because I was 15, when I got through to the evening of the heat, they made me sit in a back room just like this. They wouldn't let me outside into the venue because I was 15. I wasn't meant to be there. It was Café de Paris in London. Like a really famous club at the time, bougie club. Very strange venue in hindsight to have it. So yeah, did that. Got to the final of the heat, which was a really big achievement. But I only had 3 minutes, so it was a 6 minute set. So I just scratched for 3 minutes. I was terrible, to be honest.
So what, you did your prelims free?
Didn't expect to get to the final. I think they probably only put me through because I was 15. It wasn't terrible, but it was like, it wasn't anywhere near good enough to be in that final. And then I went and did another heat and got through to the final again, but just did the same set. And then I was like, right, I need to start again, enter next year. So then the following 12 months was just focused on literally nothing else for 12 months but the DMCs. I got kicked out of college because I never went.
What's that, 2004 now?
No. So the one I just mentioned was 2001.
Okay, yeah.
And then 2001, actually no. So I was actually still in school. And then I did that and I left school and I went to college and I got kicked out of college because I never turned up.
Okay.
And then I was like, right, I'm either going to have the worst job in the world because I've got no qualifications or I've got to make this a thing.
Yeah.
And luckily it worked. I remember I used to tell people back then, no, I'm gonna win this. And they're like, of course you are. Like a 15, 16-year-old kid.
What year did you actually win it then?
2004.
Four?
Yeah.
So free in it.
That's right, yeah. So after that Café de Paris, dedicated my entire life to getting better at that, and then I entered the London Heat and I came second and got to the UK final. And just getting to the UK final was like unreal. Couldn't believe it. And then 2003 he beat me and I came second, and then the next year I won it.
Okay.
And
so were you already in Transitions by 2004?
Yeah, in fact the Transitions, we won the UK team final in 2003. So the year before I won it,
They got 2 tools. On unit now, innit? But
he's in Bristol. I don't even think I've mentioned. I haven't even spoken to him since I moved here. I need to hit him up. The scene back then was unreal. It was like,
who else was Transitions? You,
Daredevil, R.I.P. and Kia, DJ Watt.
I remember I met Kia, and the first time I met you was at were you living in the flat in Hackney with Jim?
No, but I was there a lot.
Yeah.
I pretty much lived there.
There was a barbecue, scratch barbecue.
Oh yeah. I remember this. Time Stretch was there.
Yeah, Stretch. Yeah.
Quest was there.
I came up with them too, obviously.
Yes, I was there. I remember this.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric UK.
Yeah, what's he up to now?
Fucking rude boy, bro. My favourite. He's one of my favourites.
Great scratch DJ. What does he do now?
To be honest, I was going to say he puts videos on YouTube, but even that's 10 years ago now.
Right.
He was doing tutorials on it, but I've not seen nothing from him for a while. But
he popped into my head the other day.
He was at the barbecue as well.
He was.
I was scratching with a guy called Midas, black guy.
Yeah. I remember him. Yeah.
And there was Keir, and there was another guy, and I can't remember who it is. Lewis. He came to visit us in Bristol.
He's a drum and bass producer now.
What was his DJ name?
I can't remember.
He came to Bristol. He came to Quest House. He linked us in Bristol.
He lives in Cheshire now. He's doing really well. He makes music for video games.
Okay. He
does really well. Yeah. Great producer as well. Lewis James is his drum and bass name.
The way he scratches, I can imagine he's a good producer.
Scratch barbecues, I'm bringing them back.
Mate,
so this spring, summer, I'm going to have at least one. I'm going to get like 10, 15 people down. Almondsbury Scratch Crew.
Nice.
It's funny, since I moved to Almondsbury, so I'm from Twickenham, and any Londoner will tell you that's not London. And now I have the same shit in Almondsbury. It's not really Bristol.
It's not really Bristol.
No, it's just out. It's Patchway Bristol.
Okay.
No.
Is it not? Okay.
No, they'll tell you it is, but no.
Right, so even Patchway's not. So I'm basically in Scotland.
People from Patchway will tell you that it's Bristol, but I'm not having none of it.
Yeah. It is only 20-minute drive though.
Yeah, I know Almondsbury.
I used to, when I lived in Bow like 2-3 months ago, it used to take me 20 minutes to walk to the tube station. So it's nothing to me, 20 minutes. But yeah, I'm bringing them back. Scratch barbecues.
Yeah, man, that's
nice.
For sure.
So after all of that, what inspires you? Did you keep scratching at all after winning?
It's a good question.
You got your name out there a little bit more with the garage mixes.
That was a lot later.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I won't go into full detail about it, but basically 2004, after I won the DMCs, my life was a bit of a mess for about 11 years after that. I haven't actually spoken about it yet. However, I've got no problem talking about it. Life was a mess.
We can edit it.
Oh, it's fine. I honestly don't mind. Life was a mess for 10 years. A real mess. I was DJing and I did a show on 1Extra until 2007. But to be honest, man, like, after having a goal of winning the DMCs and just being so focused on that, as soon as I'd done that, I had no goal and I struggled to make a new one. And on top of that, started developing some mental health issues for obvious reasons, like the thing you just mentioned, just getting too much, living in London, just partying too hard and not having any direction. And then it's a long period to skip past, but 2015, I decided I've got to like do something about this. And now with the business I'm now running, my like education DJ business, I can honestly say I now have the same like drive and ambition that I had back in 2004. And funnily enough, I'm doing the same thing. It's just with a different rapper. I'm teaching people online rather than standing on stage in competition doing it, but it's the same thing. So I've kind of, it was there all along. The thing I needed was there. I just needed a new way of like expressing it and getting excited about it again. You know what I mean?
100%. And it's easy to get caught in that trap of. So like, I guess DJing, we're all DJs, whatever, you get sets. But like, I guess when you win something, then your sets go up, you get offered different sets. But the environment you're in is very much alcohol, drugs, you know what I mean? You can either go both ways. And when I knew you back then, you was definitely part of the head.
Oh yeah.
And obviously I was as well. So when you come to Bristol, I'm gonna look after them, man. When I went to London, they looked after me or whatever. So but I remember seeing you online with new videos and stuff, and just thinking, "Fuck, he's changed a lot." Like I'm so glad you got out of that. Do you know what I mean?
I've grown up a lot, to be honest. And it's kind of I can't believe it's been 11 years since I've done that stuff. It's crazy.
I don't touch it anymore either. Just so
I can honestly say that I never thought I'd find something that gave me the same amount of drive and ambition as back then. I thought, well, that's it. I'll never find that again, but I have. I feel quite lucky for that. And I've only been doing this business for a year, but it's like, number one, it's going really well. Like, I'm blessed, touch wood, it's going really well. And I'm also really enjoying the kind of business side of it more than I thought I would. Like building like funnels and making YouTube content. The YouTube stuff has like lit a fire in me. I think partially because, and this actually ties in with your creativity question, when you put out a YouTube video, you get immediate feedback. Immediate, you know immediately if it's good or bad. So you can immediately learn for next time. So every video, the more videos you put out, the quicker you learn how to go in the right direction. Whereas if you make music, for example, the feedback loop can take years. You know, you could work on music for a year or 2 years and you have no idea how it's going to be received until it's out. And once it's out, you can't touch it and improve upon it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of positive reasons to make music apart from that, though. You know what I mean?
Even the releasing thing, man. I found like when you get caught in that thing of like releasing something like, oh, it's not quite ready yet. It's not quite ready yet. If you actually release it, fucking yourself over, like I can't change it. It's actually good.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
So I can't. Whatever comes now, I can't change it.
You get to the point of diminishing returns as well, because like it can be 90% finished, and you could spend another 2 months on it, and you only put another 2% on it. You know what I mean? That's tough. That's a really difficult thing to judge. And also, like, some of my favorite music is the most simple music, and I always listen to it and think, if I made that would never have been finished. I would have added 15 things to that. You know,
it sounds amazing, simple, but surely not.
Some of the most amazing producers like are minimal as hell. I remember when Drop It Like It's Hot came out. That beat doesn't have a hi-hat. It's just white noise. Like, if that was me, it would have been like, no, it needs a hi-hat. But like Pharrell and Chad Hugo, geniuses, like, no, trust us, it's done.
vibes over what you should do.
Yeah. What inspires you to
So
DJ?
after all of that, what inspires you?
Today,
Yeah.
Keep doing it, yeah. I've noticed you got back, I don't know if it's with the Scratch Cafe, but you definitely seem to got into scratching again.
yeah, absolutely. So Scratch Cafe is the first time in many years where I've actually been surrounded by people and scratched with them. Like back in the day, that was always a thing because there were so many people into it. In London, there was a lovely crew of people who were all really talented. Yeah, that as well. Yeah. So that's been great. But also with my teaching and my education business, like that, it's kind of blown my mind the number of people who have hit me up because of my YouTube videos and my courses and shown me how much they've improved. So that's pretty incredible and pretty inspiring to know that I can help people just by putting out some videos 1 or 2 times a week, that I can progress, I can help people progress quickly and get them to a level where they wouldn't have got there without my content. That's pretty inspiring.
What does creativity mean to you?
I think it means doing what's like true to you, you know? I don't really make music anymore. I have done in the past, but I don't really have the time anymore. But I always really respect producers who don't sound like anyone else, you know? Because one of the hardest things to do in music is actually be original. Same with DJing. One of the hardest things is to actually do something and produce something and make something that no one's heard before. So to me, creativity means not really thinking about what other people are going to think of this and just doing it and doing what comes naturally and what you think is the right thing to do. Those are the producers and the artists that I rate the most. And there's not many of them really. I think Jim falls under that category. Just, you know,
he smashed it.
Tunnel vision. Just tunnel vision. This is what I want to do as an artist. No compromises. There's not many people like that.
For about years I knew Jim, and he was doing something, I didn't even know it was him doing it. He was under an alias. I was like, I want to do that so bad, and then he just did it. He's, you know, Philip K. Dick? So he's Philip D. Kick. And he basically did
the like jungle edits,
footwork versions of jungle. And I was like, this guy, I remember I ended up in a conversation with Jim. Have you heard this guy? He's sick. He was like, it's me, bruv. I couldn't believe it. But
that's amazing.
Literally following what you want to do, isn't it?
Yeah,
big up Jim, man.
But you know, like at the same time, everyone has to make a living, you know? So like this happens an awful lot in DJing, especially in London. I think most DJs want to be artists, but at the end of the day, you've got to make a living. And I also don't think there's anything wrong with doing what you need to do, playing the records you need to play to get by and pay the bills. But yeah, like real creativity and real art is when you just don't think about anyone else and you just do what you think is the right thing to do.
Could you imagine your life without creativity?
No, it'd be pretty, to be honest, the 10 years when my life was a mess, I didn't really have much creativity in it. I'm not saying that's the only reason my life was a mess, but it didn't help. I do think it's an outlet that I need. And that's part of why I'm so into this business I've made, because it is super creative. I'm planning YouTube videos where I have to work out the best way to teach people, and then I have to film the video being creative, showing people how to be creative. It's actually more creative, this job, than I thought it would be. And that is a big part of the reason why I'm so why I've got so much drive for it. Same amount I had back in 2004. So no, to answer your question, I think life would be really dull without creativity.
That's a hard thing to get as well. I feel like you said in 2003 or 2001, even when you're first back then, that drive you have, I wish I had the drive sometimes that I had when I was, before I entered anything, before I got a gig. I wanted it so bad. you get down the line, you've done it all now, and it's like so hard to get that drive again. So that's good that you've done that. Like,
yeah, I didn't.
That's a hard thing to get, man.
Yeah, 100%. I thought I'd never have that again.
Yeah,
and I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that was going to come until until I made the call that, right, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start producing courses and I'm going to dedicate myself to YouTube content. I didn't realize it would bring that back. And when it did, I was like, oh, wow, here we go. Here we go.
Things that happen.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on social media?
I basically only use YouTube now.
Okay.
So my YouTube channel is DJ Blakey UK. Okay. That's on purpose. I've literally not got anything else on my mind apart from make YouTube videos, make course videos. I don't want to do Instagram yet. Okay. I will at some point. I just don't want any distractions. So it's just YouTube. So I'm trying to put out 2 videos a week. I'm averaging about 6 or 7 a month.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's me. Find me.
DJ Blakey UK YouTube.
Yes. All right. Go check
He's
it out.
He's an absolute legend as well. I want to say.
Yeah.
Absolute legend, bro. And it's an honor to have you on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I was anxious asking him.
Oh yeah. A great interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.